one's called Saints and Crooks. So give me sweet, sweet, sweet relief from the truth. Well, I can't seem to find it in these yearbooks, and all the answers to exchange their dirty looks. Well, I can't tell the saints from the crooks. And all I know, and I've been through the sun and through the snow. All I know, and I've spoken a language not my own. All I know is, well, there's gotta be more than one road. And now this dust that gathers at my feet. Well, I move it about with a little dancing. But if I stand a while and let the rain make it wet, well, sooner or later I'll be harvesting. And all I know, and I've been through the sun and through the snow. All I know, and I've spoken a language not my own. All I know is, there's gotta be more than one road. And you kind of look like you might be a little, maybe audience participation kind of an audience. So there's a little sort of whistle solo right here. It pretty much follows the same tune. So if you want to join it, feel free. And all I know, and I've been through the sun and through the snow. All I know, and I have spoken a language not my own. All I know is, there's gotta be more than one road. And now we speak, 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 and say nothing. And when you smile, I know you're hiding something. But when I lean real close and listen, well, there's still your heartbeat thumping. And all I know, and I've been through the sun and through the snow. All I know, and I've spoken a language not my own. All I know is, well, there's gotta be more than one road. My dad told me not to drink too much. He's sitting in the back with a whiskey. My mum's got a Baileys, which I think is the first time I've ever seen her with a Baileys. I thought that she was classier than that. She's totally not. And I said in my little panic bio that I wrote that I spent quite a lot of time in Quebec, and it is true, and this is a song about the end of that time. Describe to me what I should be seeing. Tell me where I can put my feet down. So I went to Quebec, and it was a really strange experience. It was so strange that I sort of started writing lots of songs about it, and then I started writing a book about it. And these sort of songs all allude to it. So this is called All Disbelieving. Disbelieving, not disbelieving, which is very important. I was definitely believing quite a lot, which I probably should have. All this believing has led you here again, but they say lightning never strikes twice. Well, with your mind, you don't do much fighting. You let it say just what it likes, and you don't give it a second thought. No, you don't give it a second thought. Well, you don't really care about much anymore. You would sleep on his floor if he'd have you. All this believing has led you here again. You are nothing if not a hopeless romantic. Well, you believe you might have seen the face of love, and you can illuminate the memory when you need it, but you don't give it a second thought. No, you don't give it a second thought. Well, maybe the difference between all this believing has led you here again. You are more confused by your coming than your leaving. Oh, you will know that there will be a story to tell, but what you're hearing is not exactly what he is speaking. But you don't give it a second thought. No, you don't give it a second thought. Well, maybe the difference between his account and yours is while you were praying, well, he was only kneeling. Hey, and I thought I'd sort of I thought I'd delve sort of into, I ummed and ahed about doing this next song, and then on the way here I just thought, no, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. I really did. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I thought maybe if I came up with like a good story to go with it, then people would forgive me for playing it. This is not a original. This is definitely a cover. So the story that goes along with it is that, and this is a true story. I'm not making this up. And I've leaned into it too much. So once I went and worked on a vineyard, and I was sitting there afterwards, and we just had a big long working day, and we're drinking lots of red wine at the end of the day, and a young, very attractive man started playing the song, and then I started singing along to it, and he leaned over and he went, yeah, just belt it out. And it was the sexiest thing anybody's ever seen. So that's my story that goes along with it. And I apologise to my parents. Feminism's come too far for me to be Liz. go back to Quebec and being drawn back into something that I shouldn't have gone back to. And it's called Jitters. Quitting's only ever really been for quitters.
But she's a lot cooler than me, so we'll see. We'll make this work. Yeah. There would be no beatboxing during this. You were 17. With a smile so bright you could give a blind man sunspots. Chin against your chest, laughing for no discernible reason, in a hoodie, dirty with what it means to be young. Shuffling your bare feet across the snow on top of the asphalt like two fingers streaking dust off a TV in a room with no lights, you held the tips up to my nose and said, inhale. And I've held my breath for so long now that my vision has blurred the world into a collection of painful colors, so paint me a picture, pretty. Paint me a picture of a girl who has a collection of 23 razor blades for every year of her life that she hasn't had to use one. A girl whose every breath is the hiss of a radio falling into a bathtub and whose heartbeat is the rhythm of a dog's leg kicking on the side of the road. A girl who collects unfinished poems, things left unsaid, holds on to each and every regret like a shoebox of bullets kept beneath the bed. You handed me the gun and said, I love you. And with a tongue that kisses like hanged men dance, you left rope burns on my lips. Gasoline upon my fingertips forced me to pull the trigger and then asked if we could still be friends. Made your body a diary. Left the ripped out pages of golden hair in the sink and puddles of blood in the shower like spilt ink. Covered up each one of your rough drafts with tattoos so that nobody would notice your mistakes. Left two scar-like questions that I wish I could answer on the page of your left wrist. Carved in your wrist 7 lines of ugly poetry. Pulled me close to you like an alcoholic to his whiskey and said, this is my story, so read me. Because all I have left to give you, boy, are these leftover pieces of ugly. So at night, when you cry, I hold my ear to your belly and pretend that I'm listening to the sounds of the ocean. Silly girl, didn't you know that halos are supposed to go around your head, not your neck? Trust me, pretty, that you can still fly. You just burnt all the feathers from your wings to keep yourself warm, and they will grow back, because people are like windows. Once you've been broken, you can never be fixed, but what you can't see now is that the shattered pieces of glass reflect light far more brightly than they ever could when the window was whole. And you are a stained glass cathedral, shining beautifully red mahogany from all the blood that you've spilled to make yourself ugly. When you sleep, the shadows dance off of your face with the same joy they show when cast by children on playgrounds. Kissing your eyelids, turning your lashes into gold so that you may see yourself as brilliantly as they do. And I would slip my wrists to grease the gates of heaven so they wouldn't creak as you walk through. Trust me when I tell you that there's more than enough blood between us to spare, because kids like us are built with hearts foolish enough to start earthquakes. And there's a tsunami rising in your chest, girl. I will hold you until it breaks. A thunderclap snap of waves to wash the taste of copper from your kisses, to teach you to sing in the hymnals of high time, drifting inland on waters, reminding you of what it means to be alive, to be able to fly, to let go, to bury the gun, to wash your shore, to part your lips, to kiss the soil, let your lungs collapse, and just exhale.